Welcome back in. Come here, Lou Caputo. Get out here. My good friend,
Hi.
Lou Caputo is here. That's why I said, who let Lou Caputo in here?
Security.
Security. No, just kidding. We have our pest repellers. And our pest repellers here, for how many years have we been presenting the pest repellers?
Oh, gosh.
10 years.
12?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And the reason I mention that is because if you're presenting something for 10 years, you know it works. And if you own the pest repellers, give us a call. Because, ooh, this makes me squirm every time I present these. The cockroaches, the rats, the mices, the ants, all the things we don't want in our home, but we don't want, what don't we want, girls and guys? We don't want harmful chemicals. We don't want traps. We don't want sprays. We don't want to have to pay a monthly charge for someone to come spray our home. Well, welcome into Bell and Howell. They do it smarter, they do it better, they do it more efficiently and more affordably. And we are looking at an 8-pack for $36.95. So we're going to take almost nearly $10 off. This is the first time back since we've seen these in October of 2017. That's what my information says.
Right.
It seems like I've seen them before.
Well, not the 8-pack though. See, this is the thing. Okay, so here's the deal. We have different configurations that we sell of these pest repellers. This is an 8-pack of the base models, and that's all you need at the end of the day because they all do the same thing. These put out the ultrasonic sound waves, which is what we use to repel the pests. A lot of people, when we think pests, we're thinking, all right, I got to get sprays, poisons. No, watch this. When you plug these in, these sound waves start coming out. They're emitted from the tiny speakers that are inside of these, and they do exactly what you see there. They echo off the walls, they bounce off of the solid surfaces, and they cover the entire area of whatever space they're in, okay? And that's why we say you always want one for every single room in the home. Now, when you get this kit, you're getting 8. So if you think in your head real quick, how many big rooms do I have in my house? It's gonna be close to that number. So you've got enough probably for both the first and second floor of the average home. But I always tell people, don't forget the attic, the basement, and the garage of the house, because you wanna have one of these in every area. But now, do you have these at home?
I do.
Okay, I have them at my house too. Can you hear them?
No.
No one can hear them.
Can.
Rats, mice, ants, roaches, spiders, they hear them.
They hear them.
We don't hear them, you don't hear them, your pets won't hear them.
I was gonna say, you know I know this answer, but I'm gonna ask you anyway.
Ask.
What about my Monty? Dogs.
Your Monty will not hear it, and my Lucy won't hear it, my Madison won't hear it, our dogs, our cats, none of them are gonna hear it. And that's the cool thing about these too, because compared to other methods, you actually forget that you have a pest problem. You forget that you have these plugged in. Because at the end of the day, they look like it could be an air freshener. It looks like it could be part of your alarm system. You just forget they're there, but they work.
No, there's nothing to replace, right? Once I buy them, there's nothing to replace.
Nothing to clean, nothing to replace, nothing to replenish. There's nothing you ever have to do once you plug these in. And when you talk about, you know, how many we've sold over the years, we have sold, I think it's over 5 million. I think we've
look at that.
Over 5 million individual units.
That's incredible.
I mean, think about that. So, I mean, if they didn't work, I'm pretty sure nobody'd be buying them. But let's talk about some of the other methods that we've tried over the years. Because we've all done this. We're all guilty of this. I'm going to start with the simplest thing.
And this is my point when I just slowly walk.
Well, I mean, okay, so the easy stuff, ants, okay? And I'm not saying the ants are easy. I'm just saying that to go buy the stuff is. When you go out and you buy the things that you get for ants, okay, you can go out and spend a lot of money on baits and poisons and traps and all kinds of things. But the big problem with these is as you use them up, you've got to replenish them. And as they wear off, the pests come back. So you're in this vicious cycle of constantly buying and spraying and buying and spraying. You're doing it over and over again. But we very seldom have a problem with just one thing. So it's almost never just the ants. Then you get the roach problem, okay? So now you got to go out, you got to pony up a little more money, and you got to buy the stuff for the roaches. Notice everything's getting bigger too.
Like that is my kryptonite. Like
the roaches
are my kryptonite.
Like
your kryptonite might be like spiders. Yours might be ants. But when I see a roach, oh girl, look out. I'm telling you, someone on Mars could hear me.
And you would probably pay anything. And a lot of people do. So they'll go out and they'll drop a lot of money buying stuff to get rid of roaches. But the same problem is with this stuff. As you use it up, you have to replenish it.
And
as it wears off, they come back.
Who's cleaning it?
Hey, who's cleaning it? Exactly.
Who's coming to pick
If it's
that
in
up?
your house, it's you or Pat. But one of you guys is doing it. You know what I mean? Okay, let me get to my kryptonite right here. The rats and the mice. mice, okay? Because I don't care for them, all right? And when we get to the mammals, the rats and the mice, we get really medieval. We've got things that will kill them from dehydration and starvation. We've got poisons that your dogs and cats and your kids can't tell the difference between these and like chew toys. They don't know when they see this stuff. And the rats and the mice don't die right away. It takes about a week. And then what do? They go crawl into a hidden spot in your house, a floor, ceiling, something like that.
Right,
they die and they start to decompose. And then this... What?
Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. No, I'm doing it. Because if you've never baited one, look at it. She walked halfway across the set to get away from me. When you hear this in the middle of the night, because everybody starts with these traps, somebody's got to rebait this. You got to get rid of the carcass that's in here.
And now, I want to put on a hazmat suit to get rid of it.
But wouldn't you rather just use these, plug these into every room, no fuss, no muss, there's no carcasses to deal with. Oh, by the way, did I have anything on this table for spiders?
No, you
Not a single thing, because all you can do is roll up a newspaper or tent your house.
Really?
Those are your two choices.
I didn't
That's
know
it.
That, Lou.
No, that's all.
Hey, Lou,
yes.
One of the things we always recommend is when you're using these, don't put this behind a sofa, right?
Or anything.
Anything big. Talk to us why that's important.
Okay,
because we want them to work for you, so let's be honest.
Because it is a sound wave, okay? We know what sound will reflect off of any object in front of it. If you put this behind a table or a sofa, it's going to absorb the sound. It's not actually going to spread out into the room. So you want to give it the best distance you can get out of it to let it bounce off all the surfaces. Now, you know, it's an interesting thing. So I recently had to go put some in a house that had an L-shaped room. Okay. So what occurred to me was the sounds are going down one length of the room and coming back again, but they're not going to go around that corner. Okay. So we put two in that one room because it was a really big room, like a living room, and it was an L shape, had like an alcove. So I always tell people, look at the room and just kind of think about it and say, like, okay, if I were drawing a straight line, would it be able to get every place in the room it needs to? If the answer is no, put more than one in there. But here's the cool thing. You're getting eight.
You get 8. And here's the thing as well. Over 7,300 are already spoken for. And remember, in totality, we've sold over 5 million of our pest repellers. And we're down to the 564 left in this configuration. So will you see these again? Absolutely. But this is the final quantity in this configuration. This is where it all started. This is why we love them. There are no frills. Awesome. There's no nothing. You plug and play and forget it.
Now, for the people out there that are doubting and they're saying like, well, wait a minute, I can't see it, I can't hear it, how do I know they're working? I'm gonna show you something really cool. So this, I don't know if you've seen this before. This is an ultrasonic leak detector, okay? So they use it for gas pipelines or gas pipes. When there's a leak and it's under high pressure, it comes out so fast it actually makes an ultrasonic sound, okay? So what I'm gonna do is take this, I'm gonna put it down by the pest repeller that's in front of me here. And this is really kind of neat. So you press the button to activate it, and there's actually a microphone on the end here. And every time it detects a sound wave, ultrasonic sound, you're gonna see a little red ball bounce. See it?
Yes.
That's how we know that this is actually putting out an ultrasonic pulse. I got the best gadgets, I'm telling you. I go out there and find this stuff. But look at the way that that does that. So you know, you can see definitively that this is hearing an ultrasonic sound wave come out of it. Now, for you at home, you're not gonna have one of these. So what you're gonna do is look right here, and you're gonna see a little red LED that's gonna flash. Every time that flashes, it's emitting that ultrasonic pulse.
And you know, Lou, this show is called Healthy Home. Healthy Home.
Wait a minute, this stuff is not healthy.
Yeah, none of this is healthy. We could pick up all the other glues and sprays and traps. None of this is healthy. If you have kids, if you have a dog, these look like those little green thing bones.
My dog's favorite treats.
So this is not a healthy way. Also, if you're like me, I am so sensitive, I don't want to hurt a fly. I don't want to hurt the roach. I just don't want it in my house. And I certainly would not want a rat to suffer. And they do. And they do. And it's awful. Why not just deter them somewhere else?
Make them go somewhere else. Well, here's the thing, too, and I'll tell you why it's not the best solution to kill the pests, okay? Beyond the fact with the rats and the mice, you get the smell and all that. When you're talking about the roaches, let's talk about German cockroaches for a second. And you're gonna, this is gonna gross you out. Female German cockroaches bear their eggs on their legs in sacs, egg sacs, okay? When the mother is about to die, when she's passing, they jettison the egg sacs. They just fall off, and those eggs are still gonna hatch. So even though you've killed the mother, you've got hundreds and hundreds of offspring that are still gonna live because you killed her. Now, if you can use your ultrasonic pest repellers from Bell and Howell, use the sound waves to drive them out of the house, she'll go have the eggs somewhere else, okay? Just not in your house. And that's the goal here. And multiply. But go do it somewhere else. Oh, by the way, P.S., it's springtime. In springtime, we have many more pests. Okay?
And so, you know, we think about spring cleaning. raining and we think about all the things that come when the sun is out,
Yes.
the warmth,
Yes.
and then maybe we start getting lots of rain, spring showers.
Love is in the air with the pests. It's a fact, I'm just saying.
Okay, thank you,
They're
Lou.
making more little pests.
Oh, I love you. You're so funny. Okay, final 450 now remaining. Plug, play, safe for our animals. The only thing, we've even had callers call in that use this on a farm.
Oh, yes.
That use
In
this in the
barns?
barns.
Yep,
because
for
they
the
go out
horses.
there for the horses.
Yeah, get
and
rid of all the stuff.
the stuff,
that gathers
absolutely.
around them, the rats and things.
We're going to show you a graphic that shows you everything this works on.
Independent third-party laboratory tested
Okay.
as well to be effective for these 5 species: rats, mice, ants, roaches, spiders, in the localized area in which they're working. So this has been tested to work on these species. That's why we only say these.
Mice, rats, ants, roaches, spiders, oh my.
Boom.
If any of those are your kryptonite, I mean, I'm serious. Just get these. You will love them. And you don't have to replay how much, or, you know, you don't have to kind of replace them, I guess.
Never, no replacement, nothing to clean, nothing to ever buy again.
Which is so important.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lou.
Absolutely.
These will sell out. I hope you're in the ordering process to get yours. We also have 3 flexible